Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Destiny Najora. The case I will be presenting today is the people of New York versus John Moderno.
John Moderno, let me find him. And you can relax and slow down a little, it's okay. Okay, go ahead.
All right, Mr. Moderno was charged with 7 counts. He was charged with criminal mischief in the 3rd degree as a hate crime, criminal mischief in the 3rd degree as a hate crime again, criminal mischief in the 3rd degree, criminal mischief in the 3rd degree, endangering the welfare of a child, and aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree. He had 4 different victims: Ida Rios, Raymond Blackquire, and Ricardo and Ruby Castro. In May, he on Miss Rios' way to work, he yelled, "You fucking Puerto Rican bitch, go back. You don't belong here." Then he threw a box of pasta at her head out of anger, and he dented her car with his fist. And in September, he smashed her windshield and smashed her tires, causing $250 in damage. In October, he broke Raymond Blackquire's windshield and both his side windows, costing again $250 in damage. In September, he was harassing Ruby Castro. He said, "You fucking Puerto Rican, I'm gonna fuck you up." And he harassed her by trying to block her path and tried to grab her arms as she ran past. And I couldn't find information about the trial.
Pardon?
I couldn't find any information about the trial.
Okay, well you can see by the papers that he was indicted for these charges. And the indictment, I don't know what date it was handed down, so how long ago was this? This is a long time ago, in 2006, so I assume the case has been disposed of. Although sometimes it takes a long time. It's very possible that he had a mental problem and they did a mental examination of him, and at which time it's determined whether he's able or unable to stand trial. And if he's so crazy that he's unable to stand trial, then they will put him in a mental hospital until he is able to stand trial, and then he would stand trial. That could be why you didn't find anything here. We really don't know. But you understand that the crime of criminal mischief in the 3rd degree, which I believe is a, I made a note of it here. What did I do with it? Which I believe is an E felony. If it's done as a hate crime, it's up 1 level to a D felony. So where he would have been facing 4 years, he will now be facing 7 years. Endangering the welfare of a child is a Class A misdemeanor. Aggravated harassment in the 2nd degree, I think, is also a misdemeanor. So he would have 2 counts of hate crimes of the criminal mischief. But since they occurred on 2 different dates, it's very possible that if he were tried and found guilty of both counts, that he could get consecutive sentences. So it could be up to 7 years on each one to run consecutively, so he could end up getting up to 14 years. Well, that probably would not happen, but it's a possibility. You got any questions, mate?
No.
All right, nice job. Thank you.